So the cold weather has finally set in here in Georgia, and as you can see, my peppers are a little worse for the wear. I still have a few that I'm leaving on there because our days are decently warm, and I'm hoping I can get them to ripen before I actually have to pull them. But I picked a bunch of peppers that were ready and decided that I would pickle them and can them, and so I'm going to take you along on a quick day of pickling and getting these peppers put up before the frost kills them all. So here on the stove, I have my vinegar and my pickle spices getting warm. I don't really bring these to a boil. I just get them warm enough where the spices will dissolve. This is my favorite brand of pickle spice, and it's super easy to use. So I'm going to slice my peppers. I cut the tops off. I don't bother taking the seeds out. I just put them in small slices. And you can see here, I just keep cutting them. They're about a 1/2 inch-ish in thickness, and I'm just getting them all in a bowl and ready to get packed into my jars. Make sure to be mixing your spices while they are warming in the pot. They tend to settle and create this hard shell, so I like to make sure that I'm breaking them up so that they dissolve evenly and that they don't clump on the bottom. When I'm water bathing quartz, because I have to do it in a different pot, I warm mine in the oven set on 180 and just get those warming. So then I can take them out and start to fill my jars. So I just have a little setup here where I can raw pack the peppers into my jars and then ladle on the hot liquid and get everything checked and ready to go to get in my water bath canner. I'm going to try to pack these in here fairly tightly because when you raw pack things, you tend to lose a little bit of space. But I also don't want to pack them so tight that my jar is going to explode. I've had that happen. It is not only depressing because you've lost a jar, but it's actually more depressing because you've lost all of your produce in there. So I pack it in there pretty decently, but I'm not going to cram it all in there. And then after that, I am going to just make sure that I have it full to 1 inch of headspace, which is basically the bottom of the jar, like where the rings are on the top. And I'm going to fill it up with my hot liquid. And I just keep filling and filling and filling until I get to the right space. Once I get it full, then I use my handy dandy chopstick to kind of go in there and wiggle out. What I'm trying to do is release any air bubbles, anything that would put unnecessary pressure on my jar. You can buy tools for this, but honestly, the chopstick works great. And then I wipe the top off with just a dry cloth. Since I'm using vinegar, this is pretty easy. I pop my new lid on and I band it on to just finger tight. Nothing crazy, no Hulk strength, just enough to hold it on there. These guys are ready to go in a water bath canner for about 15 minutes and then they'll be finished. I love pickles because they are quick. I actually water bath can my quartz in our turkey fryer because I can get it heated faster, and also it's the only thing deep enough to can quartz for me. And now we are done. These guys went and I got a few quarts and a couple pints out. I did mostly dill, but I do have one sweet pickle. Thank you so much for joining me today while we did a quick pickle. I hope you guys learned a lot, and I'll talk to you soon.